What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So, we're going to keep it short, sweet, simple, to the point. We're going to go over the expected moves. I got Tesla up, so you'll see that. Then we're going to go over the expected moves for IWM, QQQ, SPY. Right now we're at what some people would call the lows and oversold, which is exactly what we're going to talk about when I go live on Don Fron Show. This is Don Fron Trading. I go live on Don Fron Show because I like to interact, I like to talk to you guys, while we're live. Anyway, to call this the bottom or think it's the lows, I think you're kidding yourself. But we'll see. There's a lot of bearish news, so I guess if you want to take the opposite play, time to go long. There's an argument for oversold. Anyway, we're going to talk about that over there. Let's keep it simple. We'll go over the expected moves here. As far as Tesla goes, you can see we're expecting 18.19. It's an $18 move. All right, plus the faster we do this, the easier it is to remember. IWM 703, QQQ 1120, SPY 1249. Let's get all these marked out. Ooh, that's to the downside. I'm going to go over that here in a second. All right, 18, 19. Close enough. Now, if you ever see me just jot these down, right, and it's, you noticed I'm pennies off, and I just kind of fudged out there. Again, these are not support resistance levels. These are where outside of this delta hedging, gamma squeezes, they take place. I do have a video called Total Technical Analysis where I explain what all that actually is and why it takes place outside here. So oftentimes you will see us run to these levels, hang out like we did last week. We ran right to it, well, after Powell. Look, so we came down and just halted it right there. So never mind, we broke it. That was Friday. Yeah, smashed it. How far we went? Did we make it to 2 spot? Interesting. Let's check out the indexes real quick. Alright, IWM 703. I do remember last week's was like 650. So it went right in. So this is 1 standard deviation. That's 2, which is actually a great example of what happens when we get outside. And if you were part of my mentorship group, in the morning it was, we're either going for the 2 spot, because we did gap down. I remember saying this. We're either going for the 2 spot or reining it back in. We did not run it back in. We went for the 2 spot. So hedging did take place. And if you were in calls, they got smoked. But this week we are 703. Anyway, so I'll give you the quick rundown. Is we're doing the work. It's you versus the market movers. People that can move the market up and down. All your buyers and sellers are taking place. When we get outside these moves, we got a new player on board. That is the market makers, because they need to get to a neutral delta. So when you have that extra person on there, a lot of extra volatility. So nothing to do with the VIX, just extra volatility. So imagine going to the gym. The same work will get done. You're still going to do your curls, your bench press. That's all guys know how to do. But imagine when we get outside there, it's doing all of that, but on pre-workout. Like you're ready to roll. Get a few extra sets in. I don't know. The volatility definitely cranks it. All right, so let's get to QQQ 1120. Close enough. Man, I do bet we bounced just a little bit. Something we talked about last week. If you are subscribed, you have the bell turned on, you do watch the stream. Something we talked about last week was, before we even got to these lows, I said we're going to hit these lows. We're going to bounce. Someone's going to call that a double bottom. They're going to call it the floor that's not going to break. We're going to bounce. And that's it. And then we're going to send it right on through. So it would not surprise me at all to see us pop up, hit this upper spot, And I wouldn't even be the least bit surprised to see us hit this upper expected move and then rush right to the bottom and break through those June lows that everyone's so worried about that we can't break. I will admit, though, like when we came down here, I said this is not the low at all. We're good. This had me questioning things like, man, wait, this is ridiculous. It was, in my defense, the biggest bear market rally we've ever seen. But no, I'm back. I think you're kidding yourself if you think these lows are going to hold. So we've yet to figure out if we'll see who's right or wrong. But I know some people have called out the market bottom. And well, hopefully you have your risk managed, you know, because you can say whatever you want. You know, you can believe AMC is going to 100 grand. You know, that won't matter. It's, do you have the proper risk management in case you're wrong? Because I do. I think we're going low. I'm in puts. Should we just turn on a dime and send it to all-time highs? I'm not out here getting smoked. Anyway, let's not get too into it. We're gonna do that on the Don Front Show. Those are your expected moves for the week. So again, yeah, I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce and then full send to the downside. I'd be more impressed to see another bear market rally. I think we got to get it a little bit lower first. Again, if you're only watching this, where do I think the bottom's actually going to be at? It's this purple zone. And if you want to go back to my previous videos weeks ago, that's when I drew that purple zone. I found it interesting that Ray Dalio, who's that Nathan guy, Goldman Sachs, they all came out and they're just now saying this purple box. So it all lines up. So not toot my own horn or anything, but just those levels make sense. It erases everything. And just to give you the quick, what's this channel doing? That is how the S&P normally is. The Rona crash sent us up, then down, and then completely up. So taking it right back down to this level, whatever excuse they need, closes the whole Rona chapter. They'll use whatever excuse they need to get that to happen. But after that, we're right back on track. We're back to the companies everybody likes, the slow and boring stock market. Anyway, hopefully you stuck around for all that. I'll wrap it up here. I will see you guys in the next video.